Singapore, Ho Shuet Mei. And Game Commissioner from Singapore, Lim Hui Tiek. And now, may we all please rise for the national anthems for both teams, beginning with the national anthem of the Philippines. And now, the national anthem of Laos. Once again, Team Philippines and Team Laos.
So the lights dim on either side of the court as we focus on these two teams who will be playing for us first in the second session of the day. Team Laos, Team Philippines going head to head. Looking at some of the key players from either side. From the Philippines, we saw earlier in today just exactly how effective some of their players are. Mingarin, Rabasto, Makabenguel especially. But then you look at all their players, and if you take a look at player number 8, that guy right there, Kavanov, an exceedingly long torso, which is going to enable him to get far more reach. I'm sure we'll see him making full use of his advantage in a short while. Then we focus on Team Laos. Also their number 8, Kamani, proving very effective in front of the net. Suksavan as well. Here we go, here's another quick look at the lineup for the Philippines. Mingarin, Rabasto, Makabenguel, Nasita and Legacion. All on the starting 5 for the Philippines. 3 of them we saw in action this morning, managing to put 15 past Myanmar. Of course, everybody knows that Philippines is such a basketball-loving nation, and that's being seen on court as well. They didn't quite have enough to prevail against Malaysia, though, in the 3-on-3, ended up losing 11-8. Team Laos, however, Sulipan, Kamani, Chang, Saibon and Suksavan. We've already seen them in action against Malaysia. 88-42 was the final score, with Malaysia taking that one. But Laos proving very effective in front of the net still. Kamani, that number 8 player, he's the one that you should be looking out for in the next hour or so of play. We're going to be playing 4 quarters of 10 minutes each. We'll have a break at half-time at 15 minutes, 2 minutes otherwise is the interval. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Each of the teams consisting of 14 points. What do I mean when I say 14 points? I mean, when it comes to the classification of each of these players with disabilities, their disabilities are classed from 1 to 4.5. We'll be explaining more on that a little bit later as we stand by for tip-off. Each of the teams very excited. And of course the stadium now nicely filling up. You see the crowd streaming in at the moment. I'm sure a lot of them will be staying on for the Singapore match later on against Myanmar. Of course, it's actually day 3 of competition overall here at the 8th ASEAN, day 4 even. Day 4 of competition at the 8th ASEAN Para Games, for the first time being held right here in Singapore. The 8th edition of the Games is the largest edition we've ever seen. Over 3,000 athletes and officials coming to Singapore's shores for the highest level of competition in the region for para sports. Wheelchair basketball is one of the most popular para sports in the world. Thailand, probably one of the strongest teams in the region. As we tip off between this match between Laos and Philippines, it's Laos first, and I told you Kamani was one to watch. Effective, but not quite managing to sink it in. Oh, watch that one again. Not quite, and he just loses his balance in the process as well. But we have a personal foul, which means that Kamani will be taking 2 free throws.
Now the charity stripe to shoot 2.
He sinks it in. It's the first point for Laos. Philippines. Kamani again on the rebound, passing it to Chang, who's going the length. He'll look for Kamani on the right. He finds him. Kamani gonna take it? Yes, he will, but doesn't quite manage to sink it in. Robusto. Back to Nasita. Nasita down to Marco Benguil, who doesn't quite manage it. Again, Kamani, this time going straight down the center. Direct access, wheels it around. Dodges all of the defenders. He's got long arms, he can do this. He looks for somebody else though. Saibon then passes it to Suksavan and goes out of play. Ball just disappearing under the table there, under the officials' legs. Philippines to put the ball back in play. Hingarin. Robusto choosing not to shoot, instead passing it to Legacion. Oh, just tipped out of play. It'll be Laos. Chang. Tulipan sends it. Saibon just on the arc. Suksavan finds Cavani. Cavani sends it up. Complains of contact, so it's another free throw.
Number 14, Philippines. Legacion, first personal foul. Number 8, Lao Kamani, now on the charity stripe for 2.
Oh, just missing that one. He'll have another opportunity. And he sinks it in. Philippines, Nasita. Turning it over to the wing. Robusto. Creating opportunities, sending it in to Magabenguel, who just tips it out. Kamani. He's all over the place. And he's not afraid to use his body to try and swerve in and out. A little bit of a scrappy hunt for the ball there. As Philippines manage to snag it, it's Mingarin who sends it up towards Legacion, but then it's going back the other way. Oh, missing the opportunity there. Suksavan. Mingarin. Mingarin looking for someone inside. Robusto. Is he going to take the shot? He will. And he lands it.
Swish! Marcos
Opening the account for the Philippines. It's Robusto.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Two all at the moment. 3.5 minutes of play done. Oh, love how the Philippines are really getting stuck in there. Kamani gets the rebound, passes it down to Chang. Back to Kamani. As the Philippines race down to the other end to defend. They're quick on the defense. They know they have to lock down Laos. Kamani, again, sneaking past him, sinks it in. Nasita. He's going to try. Yeah, just misses. Kamani again, unmarked, unchallenged. He's got plenty of time and space. And he does it. He is all over it. On fire, this boy.
Timeout, Philippines.
Just before Kamani's supposed to take the free throw, it's a timeout for the Philippines. They're going to need to stop giving away all these personal fouls. Otherwise, it's going to evolve into Kamani getting lots of free play there. Something they want to try and avoid. We're talking about classifications. We've got 14 points to make up a team.
Please be reminded that the Singapore Indoor Stadium is a smoke-free
There's a category between 1 and 4.5 with the various half points included as well. If you fall into category 1, it's an athlete with little or no trunk control. 2 means that they're able to lean forward and rotate slightly. 3 points means they're able to fully rotate and lean. 4 means they're able to move forward, lean, rotate, but still have difficulty in controlled movement, usually due to lower limb limitations. And 4.5, the final one, is no restriction in upper body function whatsoever. but they do have lower limbs either missing or impaired. So it's Kamani who's taking the free throw. Cool, calm, composed, and he sinks it in. 7-2 to Laos. Don't think the Philippines were expecting this. Makabengwil back to Nasita. Nasita tries to shoot from there. Rebounds out. Kamani tipped, but ref calls no foul. Philippines bringing the ball back in play. It's Mengarin. Mengarin again. Passes it in. Magabengo back out to Nasita. Robusto shoots and he scores. Much needed points there for the Philippines. Okay, we've got Mingarin. He shoots, he misses. And it's Chang. Chang passes it to Kamani. Kamani down on the outside, passes it across. Saibon passes it down. Sulipan back out to Suksavan. Suksavan trying to find his way past. Kamani shoots but just hits the back. Mingarin unmarked again. Laos going to need to do something about that. Magabengo just tipping over, losing balance. And that means Kamani able to grab the ball. More free throws. Just a little issue. With Legacion's wheelchair. Team's fixed.
Number 10.
Sinks it in. Kamani with one more free throw. Doesn't miss that one either.
2 for 2, Kamani. Kamani has got all of Laos points. Substitution, Philippines. Number 5 checks back into the ball.
9-4 at the moment. If you just heard the announcer, he said Kamani's got all 9 of Laos points right now.
Checks into the ball game.
He's a great player, but the question is, are they over-reliant? And how's that going to pan out over the course of the entire game? Kamani manages to intercept the ball, but he can't find any players as the Philippines race back to the other side to defend. Kamani first one in there, but manages to find Suksavan, who sinks it in.
With the assist and the finisher,
there we go. Somebody else getting on the score sheet.
That's
Suksavan.
Suksavan.
11-4 now to Laos. Strong into Robusto. getting testy out there. Ball for Laos. Sent down, Kamani. Kamani swerving once again, finding himself in position. He goes for the shot, he sinks it in.
With the money shot.
Brilliant. 13-4. On fire today. Nasita. Oh, we've got to play down. Tulipan back up. As we're ready for the ball. Jumping. Oh, slight collision there. It seems like we've got an entanglement of wheelchairs, so we're getting the team staff to come on and help untangle them. Kamani seems to be in the middle of all of this. Having a little bit of problems getting his wheel back on. There we go. All sorted and ready to get play underway. We have 1 minute 46 seconds left in this quarter. Megarin looking for space and opportunity. Can't find it, so he shoots himself and he scores. Getting himself a couple of points. Beautiful and much needed for the Philippines. Sinks it in, just bouncing off the back. Oh, another two for Kamani. Beautiful. Just take a look at how he looks for that perfect spot before he shoots.
Marcos Jr. Mauricio, number 7, Philippines, 3rd personal foul. Kamani now to the line for the chance of 1.
3 personal fouls now for Robusto. And
1.
Wow. Sunken straight in there for Kamani. They need to stop fouling him. They're giving away points. 7 of Laos's points now due to personal fouls. Philippines struggling, but Makabenguil managing to get it in.
Just under a minute now left in the first quarter of the game.
It's Kamani again. Lots of contact. He sinks it in though. 37 seconds left on the clock.
Okay, good play, good play, good play. Good play, good play. 40 seconds, 40 seconds. Ball.
Oh, no mistake from Kamani. Kabanok, they've been told to get back behind the line as the ball rebounds out. Philippines Down to Robusto. Time is ticking. We're counting down to the end of the first quarter. Philippines managing to sneak one in there. Got 18 seconds left. Kamani being entrusted with the job, and he gets it done. 2 seconds. And the buzzer goes.
Now 19. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play a game with you. It's called the
Wow,
Bongo
what a
Game. What we want
great
you to do
first
is
quarter
just hit the
that was,
bongos,
with Laos
get the
coming
music
out
on, there we go,
guns
just like this.
blazing
That's right.
for a
So when you see
fantastic
yourself on
result.
camera, make sure you just follow the rhythm.
Make the
It's
music.
your bongo.
19-10.
Make the tune that the music.
Laos getting 9
Can we
in.
see y'all do it as well?
More
Everyone in the crowd.
than the Philippines.
Hit the bongos.
1, 2, 3,
There you
4,
go,
5,
that's
6,
right,
7,
that's
8.
right. Getting it.
8 of those coming from
Bongo with us. Hello, yeah, we see you.
personal fouls.
Let's do the bongo.
The Philippines are going to have to do something about that.
That's cool, that's cool.
Aside from one shot from Suksavan, Kamani was the guy that got the job done for Laos time and time again.
They've been practicing as well. Look at the superstar.
Now with
with the
Suksavans.
shades on. Hi, sir. Yes, hit the bongos.
Speed bongo. Hello.
But here we go again.
Ah, there you guys are.
Kamani,
Yeah, he has
Hit those drums.
who has an aim like an eagle.
Aw, don't be shy.
Philippines, though, had their fair share.
Right.
10 points to their name.
Hitting it fast.
A number of them coming from Robusto, but he's also the one who keeps fouling Kamani.
Oh, he has
So it's a
Oh,
toss-up
he's got
between the two at the
six
moment.
with the bongos. He's a professional.
good job.
19-10.
Look at them go.
The current score between Laos and the Philippines. As we can see, the stadium, the Singapore Indoor Stadium, filling up nicely now. Quite a good audience on that side. West side of the Singapore Indoor Stadium. Lots of action happening, not just here in the indoor stadium, but all around Singapore for the 8th ASEAN Para Games. Archery, athletics, badminton, boccia, powerlifting, shooting, swimming, all in the medals today. Second quarter underway. And the Philippines starting strong there. Nicely done. They open their account for this half. Brilliant. Sunken in nicely there by Makabungu. Passes it to Kamani. Bontang, not sure he can entrust himself. On one of the few occasions that Kamani's missed that. Players come back in. Oh, nice and cool. Just make a shot. Sulipan. Didn't quite get it in though. Bontang gonna try. Everybody's gonna try now. Chanping. But intercepted by the Philippines. Megarin. Making for a fast one. Nasita seems to just keep going straight into everybody else. Kamani, again. He sets it up for Champing. He just misses it as it rebounds out. Philippines managed to intercept. Mingarin again, passing it down. Robusto missing that. Oh, Nasty collision there. Play continues. Champing. Champing gonna try. He does, and he manages to set it in.
It's number 12, it's Chan Fei.
Brilliant. It's Robusto. Can't find space, so moves it out. Hands it over to Makabengul, who sinks it in. Great teamwork there. (21-14) at the moment. Laos leading by 7. Philippines managing to cut their deficit down from 9. They seem to be getting into their groove here. Ball nicely taken, but not quite made. Kamani's going to try looping it in. Ends up with the ball hitting himself on the head. Up and in, having to battle there with Kabanok. But we did say he had
Alfie, Philippines, number 8, first personal foul.
the reach for it, but he's got to be careful. He's already picked up a personal foul. 5 is the maximum. Oh, that would have been lovely if that had gone in. Mingareen with a great fast break there. He'll now have 2 free throws. First one just popping back out. One more. And it rebounds back out. He manages to intercept it though as he sets it up. Sends it back in to Makabengul.
Fade away. Timeout, Laos.
Okay. Laos knows that they need to get their act together once again. Timeout now. So we've had interesting play so far. Philippines have come out in this second quarter a little bit stronger. They've buckled down quite well.
Main sponsors: Cycle and Carriage, Deloitte, FBT, and
Now as they
Mediacorp.
get ready,
Official sponsors: 100 Plus.
Laos knows that they need to maintain this lead, otherwise Philippines are going to creep up on them and could possibly run away with it.
Havas Media, Safra Radio, Suntech Singapore, and Yonex.
Philippines at the moment being called back in. Time to get play underway. Okay. Kamani. Getting himself in position. Battling there for space. Which distracts them nicely from Champing. But Kamani manages to get in. Saibone passes it back to Champing. Champing tries. Doesn't make it. Kabanog has a tight hold and manages to keep hold of the ball. Makabengul weaving in and out of the little collision there. just missing it there for Mingarin. And again for Magabengu, as Kamani has the opportunity to break away and sink in another 2 points.
Count the basket. It's money.
I think that's going to be called the money shot now.
Big man, press. Stop. Always stop. Okay.
He's got 1 free throw.
Inside. Okay. Change.
Philippines really do need to start using Kabanog
Substitution number 13,
more
that's
defensively.
Susavan, checking into the ballgame.
Okay. Tuksavan lingering there in the backdrop. There we go, another one for Kamani. More money shots. There's Mingarin. Builds it up for his team, right down the center. Passes it really slickly on to Robusto, who heads it over. Makabengu.
It's number 9. It's Makabengu.
Makabengu currently the top scorer. As Laos waste no time, it's another 2. You blink and you might miss it. Kamani on fire.
Fourth personal foul for 7 Philippines. Marcos Jr. Now to the line. It's Kamani at the chance for 1.
Robusto on his 4th personal foul.
Substitution Philippines, number 10, Ramirez.
Robusto out. Makes sense for now. Ramirez in. As Kamani gets ready for his free throw. Another substitution happening for Laos.
Number 9.
This time it's Luksami coming in. Brilliant. We continue play now. The current score 27-18. Now starting to creep away from the Philippines again, as we see a collision. Mingarin. Philippine coach there looking a little bit worried.
The guard, number 4, Philippines, 2nd personal foul.
So taken down, and a personal foul. Ball's out of play.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Hey, pass.
5 minutes left to play. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Kamani to make something happen. But Luksami is the one that will attempt it. Changes hands. Mingarin racing down. Can he get one in? He loops it in. Brilliant.
Juanito.
Ball to be sent back. Suksavan taking his time with this one as he sends it in. That's his second.
Suksavan.
29-20 now. Cool, calm and collected. Just looping them in. Slick passing there from the Philippines as Mingarin weaves in and out, attempts for a loop and shot but doesn't quite make it. Luksami picks up the slack, sends it over. Suksavan Philippines helping some Sunit out there. Okay. It's Suksanit. Kamani. Sidebone. You can hear them telling him, shoot, shoot, shoot. But just taking a little bit longer to set himself up.
Philippines.
Philippines coach looking frustrated there. This is not how he planned it would go.
Marlon Mercader, fourth personal foul.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be advised that flash photography is not allowed at any Para Games venue. Please turn off the flash on your camera, especially when the athletes are in action.
So,
thank you.
Philippines picking up a lot of fouls at the moment, which doesn't look good. They're going to need to start playing a little cleaner. Otherwise, they're going to end up finding themselves in trouble. They also need to increase their defense a little bit more. Laos upbeat, but it always is easy to be upbeat when you're winning. Look at Kamani's smile. But he's playing well. Scoring well as we get ready to resume play. We start with a free throw. And it's in. One more to go. Saibo missing that one, but gets his first one in. That's his first point of the match. 30-20 now. This is the biggest gap that we've had between the two teams since the start of the match. 10 points. We've got over 500 events and medals to be given away here in this edition of the ASEAN Games. Oh, straight down for Philippines. They do have measures in place on their wheelchairs to help them retain their balance, but sometimes momentum and inertia gets in the way. It's science. As Legacion scores his first for the game.
Second personal foul, number 8, Lao Kamani.
Kamani picking up a foul there.
And 1.
Legacion picking up a single. Kamani. Definitely a foul there. More contact.
Number 14, Philippines, Jefferson Legaspi, second personal foul.
Kamani missing this one. That's rare. This free throw was for contact from the Filipino number 14, Legacion. Doesn't miss that one though. It's another one in the basket for Kamani. Ramirez. Communication key here. Magdeo passing it through to Magabenguil, who sinks it in.
Magabenguil.
Brilliant how it just looped in. Nice and neat. You can see now that the stands really are filling up. Free throw. Finally succeeding, but it's Legacion one more time. Third time's a charm. Philippines catching up now. 31-27 with 2 minutes left in this second quarter. It's been cat and mouse between Laos and the Philippines in this half. The slightly smaller stature
Number 7, Sulipan checks into the ball.
Laotian team managing to sneak their way around the Filipino players. The Filipinos really do need to use the might and muscle that they have in some of their bigger players to defend, using more height to their advantage. Ramirez will rue that. Robusto now with the free throw. He'll have 2.
Last substitution, number 12.
Interesting.
Into the ball game.
So Kamani's off. They don't want to risk any more free throws being given. Ah, brilliant. Ramirez there. But with Kamani off, they've got something on. Another from Ramirez. So Champing playing in place of Kamani, doing a good job weaving in and out there. You can see very similar playing styles, but not quite as effective as Kamani in front of the net. Philippines now, they've got just over a minute. And Kavanagh tips it in.
Just under a minute now left in the second quarter of the game.
It's now even Stevens, 31 apiece here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium between Laos and Philippines. 45 seconds left. You have to wonder, where did Laos's 10-point lead go? Philippines have managed to catch up and are looking for the first time like they might actually take the lead. It's been a very dominant Laos in this first half, and as we approach the end of it, we're wondering, will the Philippines be able to go into half-time buoyed by the fact that they were able to make it ahead? And yes, they will. Or at least they will at this point. You see the Filipinos here in Singapore screaming and shouting. (31-33). So the buzzer goes for half-time. 31-33. Oh, no, sorry, timeout. Laos needs to regroup and ask themselves what's going wrong. What's changed in the last 2 minutes? They've started giving away personal fouls as well, which means that the likes of Legacion and Ramirez are then able to get in a couple of extra points there. Silly, needless points that Laos really could have kept to themselves. They're going to have to work doubly hard now to make it back and hopefully regain the lead in the dying moments of this half. If not, they're going to have to think long and hard during half-time about where those points went and how they can get them back in the second half. "26 seconds left. Just missing it there. Legacion didn't manage to get it in, but Magdayo did. In the process, another free throw, this time for Magdayo. Misses again, but the other way around now. Legacion will get in on the rebound. Laos. Suksavan looking for anybody with space. Bontang. Vintong. Three seconds left on the clock. Vintong with 2 free throws. Misses the first. And sinks it in the second. We've only got seconds left, 3 to be exact. And there's the buzzer for half-time.
37, Laos 32. Singapore Indoor Stadium, make some noise!
Wow.
We're right here, we're gonna have a
That concludes an incredible first half between Laos and the Philippines. The crowd looking forward to the halftime entertainment. They'll be playing games, enjoying themselves here in Singapore as we see the crowds flocking in. Singapore's match next, which might explain it. But there we go. We see the result at the end of that second quarter. 32-37. Considering that Laos were leading by 9 at the end of the first quarter, Philippines have come back, scoring 27 in that second quarter. So now, Laos trailing Philippines by 5. And that's something they don't want. Giving Philippines the lead means they might likely just run away with it. A quick look at the highlights from that first half. It really was the Philippines who started on the back foot. Laos came in with a lot more pizzazz. And Kamani, that man right there, was the one who, for the good first quarter at least, was scoring every single point. They celebrated. Philippines managing to get in a few, but just not quite getting it all together. Makabengul, though, top scorer for Philippines so far in this match. But Kamani really was the man that made the difference. Suksavan also getting on the score sheet alongside Vintong, Champeng, Saibon. But we see Makabengul again. Philippines really needing to make more use of their bigger players. So understandable then why the Filipino coach was a little bit frustrated there, especially at the beginning. No three-pointers yet, but we see that Laos, 52% ratio there for the field goals. Largely coming from Kamani. Points from turnover though, Laos with 16 compared to Philippines 7. Breaking away a lot faster, but the Filipino defense still getting down there pretty quick. And then we look at the rebounds. Laos with 23 in total compared to the Philippines 16. So there are lots of gaps and areas that the Filipinos could improve on. You're looking at the free throws, 38% for Laos, but then you really got to look at exactly how many Kamani managed to sink in. $11 in total for him. But they were awarded quite a lot. Robusto and Nacita from the Philippines, both sitting on 4 personal fouls each. They can't afford another. So this is halftime here.
A wheelchair basketball team consists of 5 players drawn from 8 classifications. Each team must not carry more than 14 points. Here, Lexi shows how. At the highly impaired end of the scale, 1-point players rely on their arms to return to an upright position and struggle to hold and catch the ball above their heads. 1.5 players are similar, though with slightly more function. 2-point players have a low degree of impairment affecting trunk control and slightly better sideways movement. Their impairments are more symmetrical, allowing for better catching. As are 2.5ers, though they have slightly better trunk control. 3-point players have good forward trunk movement and can twist well, giving the ability to change direction easily. 3.5ers are similar, though they can twist more easily, making it harder to knock them off the ball when dribbling. 4-point players have good trunk movement, though it's asymmetric, with slightly less control down one side. Minimally impaired 4.5 players have normal trunk movement in all directions and are able to reach side to side with no limitations, catching Throwing and manoeuvring are not affected. You can now see an example spectrum across the 8 classes, from which 5 players can be chosen in any combination as long as they don't exceed the maximum of 14 points. This is Lexi's starting 5 and makes for a good team choice.
This king says to ourselves, don't have to share with no one else. Don't keep your secrets to yourself. It's Kama Sutra show and tell. Yeah. Whoa. There's nothing in your eyes that pulls me closer. It's so subtle. I'm in trouble. Let's move and get it on. You got the healing that I want. Just like they say in the song. Until the dawn, let's move and get it on. You got to give it up to me. I'm screaming mercy, mercy, please. Just like they say in the song. Until the dawn, let's move and get it on. And when you leave me all alone, Checker, Rex and effects and effects, but I'm the wreck of the track. About the honey shaking bumps and they bouncing. Booties up the cutie, steady shaking but relaxing. The action is packed in a jam like a closet. Beats bound to get you up, cold flowing like a faucet. I mean to make you sit, I mean to make you jump, but yeah, make the hotties in the party shake your rump. I like the way you comb your hair, I like the stylish clothes you wear,
Welcome back. We're here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. It's the wheelchair basketball competition, day 2 of competition here for the 5-on-5 men's tournament. This is the first match of the evening session between Laos and Philippines. 32-37, Philippines taking the lead, but it doesn't quite show you how close it has been or how much Laos managed to dominate, especially in that first quarter. In that first quarter, they were leading 19-10. Only in the latter part of the second quarter were Philippines actually able to catch up, reducing the deficit and eventually taking over. 32-37, Laos now trailing by 5. A lot of Laos's points coming from player number 8, Kamani. But is that over-reliance what is costing them here as he gets tired going into the match? They managed to substitute him for a little while at the end of that second quarter after he made a couple of personal fouls. So now this is Philippines' time to shine. They have the opportunity to step it up. Their top scorer so far, Makabengil, wearing the number 9 jersey. Once again, you're joining us here for our coverage, our live coverage of the 8th ASEAN Para Games. It's a biannual sport event held after every Southeast Asian Games for ASEAN athletes with physical disabilities. It's under the regulation of the ASEAN Para Sports Federation and is traditionally hosted by the same country where the SEA Games took place. Singapore, in its Golden Jubilee, hosted the SEA Games earlier this year in June. And now, some months later, we welcome each of our athletes with disabilities here for the 8th ASEAN Para Games. The clock starts us off 10 minutes for this third quarter as the Philippines almost open their account in the second half. Vintong. Oh, a little bit of a fumble there from Sulipan. Means the ball's intercepted by the Philippines. Ramirez managing it to tip it over. Makabengil. Back to Ramirez, who skirts around the arc, trying to find space. Instead, he finds Makabengil. Kamani, hopefully a little fresher after that break. Vintong finds Kamani. Little bit of contact there.
Number 11, Philippines, first personal foul, Trocino.
Trocino with the personal foul there. So ball back in play. Number 13, Suksavan makes an attempt and he gets one in.
Dishes it in, it's Suksavan.
That's his third for this match. Philippines back in on it. Ramirez passing it down to Trocino, who shoots but doesn't quite get it in. Ball's knocked out of play. Vinthong passing it down to Sulipan. Sulipan back to Vinthong. Vinthong is captain of the Laos team. He passes it to Kamani, who just misses. Bounces off the rim. Negacion passes to Ramirez. Ramirez alone at the moment, waiting for somebody to join him there in the arc. Kamani tips it out. Better to be out than for them to score. Magdayo passes it over to Ramirez, back to Magdayo, who shoots and hits the rim. Filipino coach pacing up and down. Not impressed with Laos getting back in this one. Vinthong. Kamani. Kamani manages to grab back on the ball. Again, just bouncing out. Trocino. Down to Robusto. Miss Legacion, who manages to give it in. Looping it in. Nice crowd support there. As Kamani throws it back in. Suksavan. Over to Vinthong. Oh, a little collision in there. As Kamani's trying to find his way, weave his way right into the thick of things. Hopefully, so that he can get close enough. Nope, intercepted there by Magdayo. It's Benguil. Oh.
Off the glass and in.
Beautiful score. Legacion, again, who just becomes Philippines' top scorer for this match. 34-41 in favor of the Philippines at the moment. Another fumble. But Laos able to take it back, but then they lose it one more time. And there's nobody there. Trocino, unblocked but unable to get it in. Completely unmarked as he broke away there. Took a while for anyone to come back in.
Number 11, Laos, Saibone, first personal foul.
Oh, just around the rim and back out. Another opportunity here. And it hits the rim again, so Laos will take the rebound and run with it. Sulipan passes it over to Vinthong. Vinthong looking for somebody in the arc. Kamani tipping over there. Now in the event of a tip over of the wheelchair, play will usually stop, up to the referee's discretion. in order for the player to right himself or to get assistance in which to do so. So far, we've seen quite a lot of players helping each other out. Tuksavan shooting but not quite able to score. Magabengil passing it to Legacion. Down to Trocino. Back down to Magabengil, who just gets shoved a little bit, but he still manages to find the net.
Everybody clap your hands.
Brilliant. Another one there for Magabengil. Laos looking for a response, but not being able to find it. The ball goes back to the Philippines. Magabengil. Oh, just around the rim for Legacion. Tipped back out. Kamani. Kamani shoots but doesn't manage it. Legacion again. Stealing, long ball down. Magabengil managing to intercept it, loop it over, and it's straight into the net.
Fast break, Magabengil. Timeout, Laos.
Now falling behind now. So they are going to need to do something defensively. They need to drop back a little bit more and keep marking those guys, because the Filipinos are fast. They're using their size to really push them just that little bit quicker. They've got a bit more pace going into this third quarter. Buoyed, no doubt, by going into the halftime break on a high.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th ASEAN Paragames.
Laos was trailing them 5 points at that point.
Merchandise groups for your official ASEAN Paragames merchandise.
Now, since the ASEAN Paragames was introduced, Thailand, who we have been seeing, have been the most dominant nation, winning a total of 1,005 gold medals before the Singapore Games. They've been crowned overall champion 5 times out of the previous 7 editions. Only Malaysia in 2001 and Indonesia at the last ASEAN Paragames managing to pip them to the top of the medal standings. Before the last Paragames in Naypyidaw, Thailand were crowned overall champion for 5 games in a row. That's pretty impressive. They've also never been outside the top 2 places in the overall medal tally in the history of the Games. Judging by their strong showing so far here in the 3-on-3 and the 5-on-5, it looks like they're on track to doing the same. But I'm sure one of these teams will give them a good run for their money. We're looking at the Philippines here, who are currently leading Laos 45-34. But Laos in possession at the moment as the ball just goes out of play.
Big.
Number 12, Lao Chanfeng checks into the ballgame.
Substitution there as Kamani shoots and scores. Kamani managing to avoid all the hands grabbing at him.
Number 11, Philippines, third personal foul. That's Trocino.
A lot of fouls there for the Filipino team. Ah, brilliant there from Kamani. That's what we're used to. He'd been missing a few of them. Okay, another chance. And it's in.
That's 2 for 2, Mane.
Okay. Laos trying to catch up, reducing their deficit to 9 points now. It's Ramirez making his way to the other end of the court, passing it on to Trocino. Trocino over to Legacion. Legacion going to shoot from there, but Ref calls personal foul.
Number 13, Laos Suksavan, first personal foul.
Ball to be put back in play by the Philippines. Magdayo. Ramirez at the moment, all the way over there to Makabengil, who shoots but tips it just over. Laos able to go. Champing looked a little bit surprised there that he'd managed to get the ball. He tips himself over as the ball changes hands, goes over to Legathion, intercepted but snatched away by Makabengil. Makabengil tracks it down, but again the Filipinos unmarked. Kamani racing in there, snatching the ball away, then putting his hands up going, no, I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him. Not intentionally, but he nearly tipped himself over. Great body control there. That was Ramirez with the attempt. Oh, getting very scrappy there between Legathion and Kamani.
Substitution Philippines, number 8, Cabanog checks into the ball game.
So the big guy's back. Cabanog. Kamani puts the ball in play. Passed it down along the side. Take another look at that. Ah, tapped out. Tapped out of his hands by Ramirez. So it took Savan. Yes! That's his first free throw that he scored from. The Filipinos getting back in on it. And a wheel dislodged for the Filipinos. But play continues because they were in the lead. They were charging. 45-37. Laos catching up at the moment. Ball put back in play. Sent out to the back. Kamani. Oh, not quite making it. Ramirez. It's getting testy at the back there between the Philippines defense. Ramirez left struggling. Makabengil trying to score from the distance. Not quite managing it. 1, 2, 3, 4 times the charm.
With the finisher, it's Magdayo.
His second lot of points. There's Champing. Kamani. Getting hands and arms in the face there. So, another free throw from him.
Philippines, Makabengil, second personal foul.
Brilliant shot. Kamani not missing, and he knows it. Another free throw. And he's not going to miss, is he?
Kamani, the top scorer in the ball game, number 8, Lao, with 28 points.
28 points to his name at the moment. Kamani is on fire. Philippines trying to get back into it. He shoots and he scores. Magabengil.
Magabengil.
Okay, we've got 1 minute and 48.
Substitution, Lao, number 6, Boontong checks into the ball game.
Boys! 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 Boys!
Jumping. He's going to shoot from there. Just misses. Intercepted by Magabengil. Magabengil again. Lots of contact there. Oh. It's getting testy there between Champeng and Magabengil, but high fives all around. No harm done.
Number 12, Lao, Chanfeng, first personal foul.
First personal foul and warranted for sure, I think. Magabengil again. He shoots, but it just comes back out. Champeng making up for it though. His second basket.
Just under 1 minute now left in the third quarter.
Okay, 50 seconds. Laos managing to reduce the deficit to just 8 points. Philippines trying to get a couple more in before the end of the third quarter. Magabengil. He's going to shoot from there. And it proves effective. That's another one for Magabengil. Top scorer for the Philippines. He's doing exceptionally well. Laos trying to respond. Magdayo trying to find his way to the net. Ramirez. Not quite Kamani. And it's getting vicious.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the third quarter. Philippines 51, Lao 41. Now we're going to play a game with y'all. It's called the Flex Cam. We want to see your muscles, ladies
So there
and
you go.
gentlemen.
The end of the third quarter there.
Just like that. We want to see all
Laos
your
not quite
muscles
able
in the crowd.
That's right.
to
If you
snag
got
their
some
way back
triceps,
into it.
show them off. If you got some
Philippines
triceps,
still
show them
taking the
off.
lead.
Hi there.
All the muscle
Let's get
men
the
and
camera.
muscle women.
All the muscle men and muscle
children.
women.
Flex us those big guns. There you are.
I think
that's
some of the
right.
crowd
All right.
stepping out for a little
Look at
while.
that.
Just in this
Oh, there you
interval
are.
before we come back into the fourth quarter.
Flash us those big guns. All right. Thank you. That was nice.
So here we take a look. You see the story.
You're on the big
Laos,
screen. Yeah.
whose majority of the points
Show us
in
your
that first quarter
muscles.
came from Kamani. A total
Oh,
of 28
wow.
across the three
Ooh.
quarters, but they've been
All right,
steadily
ladies,
dropping.
show us some
Is he getting
muscles.
tired?
Yeah, there you go.
The answer is
That.
most likely. It is definitely a responsibility to be the one scoring all of the points for your team, and it's been weighing heavily on him. Suksavan picking up the next most with 7 to his name. 7 points, including 1 free throw. But I think Kamani has definitely been the target of the Filipino team as well. He's drawn so many personal fouls.
Hi! Can you see yourself? Hello!
And there you go. That's how the story shapes it up. 41-51, Philippines managing to eke out a 10-point lead over Laos, considering that they were trailing almost 10 points in that first quarter. They've done well to make it back. So we're waiting for the fourth quarter to start. There will be 2 gold medals at the end of this competition. Now, the most number of gold medals won by a country in a single ASEAN Para Games was 256 by Thailand in 2008. The games were staged on home ground in Nakhon Ratchasima, and there were 175 gold medals, better than second-placed Malaysia. That's the biggest margin between first and second in the history of the ASEAN Para Games. In fact, Thailand 256 gold medals in the games, while the rest of the countries managed 229 gold medals combined. That's really impressive. Philippines getting stuck back in there. That basket from Kabanong not counting though, so the score still stands 41-51. Suksavan tries to get it in. Comes bouncing back towards him, but intercepted by the Philippines. Ramirez now swaying his way, can't make his way past him, so lobs it over to Magdayo. Jumping. Jumping, told to shoot, and he tries. When these players run to ground, it must be very painful. You've not just got your own weight, but you've also got the weight of the wheelchair. You're talking about several kilos of extra weight there, falling on top of you. And it must also be rather difficult to get back up. So all the players scrabbling about there, trying to block, defend. When they were past him, Kamani trying to get right in by the basket so that he can pick up the excess if need be. Champing trying. He finds Suksavan, who manages to sink it in to reduce the deficit now to 8 points. Laos has it in them, I believe. They're definitely hungry enough. You can see it in the way they're attacking every single point. 43-51 now, with just under 8.5 minutes to go. They're saying there was a push.
Number 5, Escalante, Philippines, checks into the ball game.
So a couple of substitutions as we welcome Escalante in for the first time. He'll be fresh and rested. Chang coming in
Last substitution
for
number
Chang
10,
Feng.
Chang.
Makabengil throwing it over. Kamani looking for space. Chang picks it up, giving Kamani the opportunity to swing down in on the right. Blocked. So he's had to divert over to the left there. Two of the Filipinos down. The Laotian coach starting to get a little edgy. His players have 7 minutes 50 to get back the points. They're still fighting the shot clock, remember. 24 seconds is how much time they've got to convert. Kamani managing to knock the ball out. Escalante. Quick. You can see his arms, the power that he has. Check out his shoulders. He's got it in him. Kamani ready at the back there to fast break as he makes a pass. Was there a little grab in that from Escalante?
First personal foul, number 5, Philippines, John Ray Aguirre.
To Escalante in and off the bench, and with a personal foul that Kamani takes care of with ease. Yes. 2 in a row. 2 out of 2. Getting back to his scoring ways. Chung. Nice interception there by Makabengil. He's trying to look for space. Passes it down. Trocino to Ramirez. Ramirez lobbing it. Intercepted by Escalante, who doesn't quite make it. Now we've got a fast break now from Kamani. He's managed to avoid all conflict, but it's going to rebound. Chang picks it up. He doesn't quite make it, and it's been tapped out of his hands. Contact. Escalante just pushing it out of his hands. So Chung with his chance to score his first points.
Clifford Patagnan, 4th personal foul.
Hits the rim. He'll have one more. Rebounded, he manages to grab it in again, passes it over to Kamani, and he converts it.
Off the glass and in, Kamani!
Brilliant. Again by Kamani. Too good. Kamani complaining of contact. 47-51. Laos is creeping closer to the Philippines, much like the Philippines did earlier on to Laos in the end of the second quarter. We've got substitutions.
Philippines.
Philippines calls for a timeout. They've noticed the decrease in the deficit, and it worries them. I'd be worried too. Laos is hungry. But the Philippines just need to hold out for a little bit more.
Ladies and gentlemen, The 8th ASEAN Paragames hopes that you join us in keeping the Singapore Indoor Stadium looking as great as possible by disposing of all litter in the bins provided. As we enjoy the great action on offer, please remember to also throw away all rubbish in the bins located around
Looking
the
at it
Singapore
from the
Indoor
end of the
Stadium.
third
Thank
quarter,
you.
just taking a look at the stats one more time. We had a 77% conversion rate for Kamani for his free throws. Of his 2-pointers, 46%. So effective. Makabungo as well, contributing 11 points. In that quarter. Okay, we're back in play. It's Chung. Nice blocking there. Good defense from Magdayo. Nasita, just spins it out. Kamani. Straight out, sends it wide to Sulipan. Sulipan back down to Suksavan. Chung manages to grab the ball, tosses it up. Kamani gets it, doesn't quite manage it. He manages to steal it again, hits the rim. He's complaining of contact again. But I guess in these sorts of situations, there's not all that much you can do.
Marcos Junior Mauricio, number 7, Philippines, fouled out.
There we go. Fouled out. That wasn't what they'd wanted. You pick up 5. You're fouled out, and that's it. That's the end of your game.
Substitution, Philippines, number 11, Trocino checks into the ball game. Number
Trocino
9,
coming back in then
Renee Gajano checks into the ball game, and number 10
to replace him.
Ramirez checks into the ball game.
Ramirez back in as well.
Philippines substitution, number 8, Alfie checks into the ball game.
Okay, fair amount of substitutions there for the Philippines. They got to make this count now. Kamani. Just rebounded out, but the Filipinos very happy. And again, out, not great. Kamani again with the opportunity, but passes it over to Champing, who manages to score his 3rd basket. Okay. Laos are within touching distance. Kamani swerving in, out and around. Passes it over to Champing again, who just pantses out. Oh. Champing taken down. We've got 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes left.
Substitution, Philippines, number 14, Jefferson checks into the ball game.
Okay. Kamani, it's your time to prove your worth. If you can get these 2, you put Laos back on par with the Philippines. Misses that opportunity. He'll have one more. Yes! And it's in. They are within a point. 50-51. It's getting close here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes to go between Laos and the Philippines. This is Group B. The Group B match happening between Laos and Philippines. Laos started off the brighter. Philippines managing to catch up and hold on to the lead in the second and third quarters. But now, in the final 5 minutes, Laos
12, Chongfeng Lao, third personal foul.
is within touching distance. But Makabengil, after being fouled, manages to loop in one. It's just the one as Chongfeng intercepts the ball. Travels the distance. Waity, he's looking for Kamani. He finds him. Kamani looking for a prime spot but can't find it. Too many blue shirts in the same area. Philippines breaking away, colliding straight into Kamani. Trocino doing his best.
Off the glass and in, he finishes it off.
And he gets it. That's his first basket. Trocino.
Timeout, Lao.
Timeout Laos. They know that they've came so close. Got so close to managing to sneak back into the lead. The Laos coach talking them through it.
8th ASEAN Paragames would like to thank the following for their support. Main sponsors,
The one thing that's great is just how positive Kamani is.
Deloitte, FBT, and MediaCorp. Official sponsors, 100 Plus, Endeco, City Call, City Neon.
They've got to keep it together.
VBS,
They've got to
Focus
remain
Media,
positive.
Havas Media, Safra Radio, Suntech Singapore, and Yonex.
Okay, called back into the court. Philippines with a chance. But Laos really do need this win. They already lost one match against Malaysia, 88-42. Philippines will need to do this. Kamani. Not quite saw the rim. Long passes. Intercepted by Legacion. Kamani managing to catch the rebound, sending it back to Vintong. Vintong chucking it back cross court, sending it to Saibon. Vintong again. Sulipan was waiting there, passes it to Kamani, and he tips it in. It's another two for Kamani. They now trail by 2 points. They are almost there, 52-54. Philippines. Legacion blocked nicely by Kamani. Kamani manages to catch the rebound. Sends it over. Vintong picks it up. Vintong looking for time and space. He's looking for Kamani closer to the net. He'll take it instead, and he manages. It's another two. That means that Laos are on par with the Philippines in the final 3 minutes of this quarter. It's getting exciting as the Philippines draw level.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lao versus Philippines,
And
we have a
Laos
tied ball game.
giving them a good run for their money. Philippines seem a little rattled. Oh,
Off the glass and
looked in, Castro.
Castro.
Castro in and making a difference straight up. Will Laos have an answer? Kamani getting a little carried away there. Sent over, looped over. Sulipan. Just too high over, but Sulipan was there to get it.
Makabenguel, number 9, Philippines, 4th personal foul.
4 personal fouls now for Makabenguel. Sulipan attempting the free throws. He tried to roll into that one, but still didn't quite have it in him. The Philippines now leading by 2 points. Magdayo blocked Makabenguel, who's currently on 4 personal fouls. It's getting very close for the Philippines. Nice rebound, which will be intercepted by Laos. Suksavan passes it down, sends it through. There's a massive collision there, but it was caused by Kamani. So nothing given as we see Magdayo. Interlinking wheelchairs. That stops play for a little bit. We've got a minute and a half left.
2nd personal foul.
Check, Sulipan, check! Sulipan, check! Hey, hey, hey!
Philippines, if they end up scoring, Legacion, they score.
Nothing but
It's
net.
now 4 points ahead as Legacion gets nothing but net here, putting himself 2nd in the scoring books for the Philippines at the moment. Kamani knocked down, contact. Makabenguel again.
Number 9, Makabenguel, Philippines, fouled out.
Makabenguel is now out. He's been fouled. He's picked up 5 personal fouls, which means that he has to be immediately substituted out. That will be a big blow to the Philippines, as he was their top scorer.
Substitution, Philippines, number 4.
We see
Juanito checks into the ball.
Migarin come back in his place as Kamani steps up for the free throw. Misses on this occasion. He's got one more. Again, just the rim. Intercepted nicely by Legacion. Legacion looking for somebody, anybody. He manages to find Trocino. Trocino can't find anybody down by the net, so he ends up passing it back. Play stopped. Okay. Sulipan sending it in to Vintong. Vintong into Kamani. And he just tips it over. It's a fast break. Migraine shoots and he scores.
Off the glass and in.
6 points now with 32 seconds left on the clock. Laos still can do this, but Philippines slowly getting more and more confident as the points come in. They're starting to believe in themselves again. Timeout called from Laos. They need to regroup right now if they want to stay in this one. It's 54-60 in favor of the Philippines. Laos has put in a championship effort, but it's looking like the Philippines might just take this one. That man on the right of your screen, Kamani, scoring the majority of the points. And you can tell the entire play is centered around his location on the court. He moves fast, he charges down, and he scores the points. You are good. You are good. You've got it right. That's what the coach is saying. And it's true. He is good. There is a wealth of talent in this team. They all do know what they need to do. Great defensively, especially when you're looking at players like Chang. Two players from the Philippines team fouled out already, including their top scorer, Macabengil. But they're still managing to get in a few. Mingarin scoring the final 2 points there just now. We now embark on the last half minute of this match. Free throws. Oh, he sinks it in. Saibon. He's got one more. He needs this. And it bounces back. Negacion. Round the corner. Kamani getting a little bit frustrated. And showing it. Personal foul there for him.
Wow, number 8, Kamani, 4th personal foul.
He's on his last legs now. The last thing Lau needs is for him to be fouled out. Legacion steps up. And he doesn't miss. Straight in. He's got one more. Falls short. Timeout, Philippines. We have seconds left in this game. Laos slowly losing hope of getting back in it, but the Philippines know that they can't give up yet. They need to get in a few more points in order for them to be safe. 6 points is definitely not the kind of margin that you'll be happy with. It has been very close. This has been our closest match so far in the 5-on-5. The first one between Thailand and Singapore was all Thailand. 51-19 the final result there. Malaysia-Laos 88-42, double the result. But here, it seems like Laos has managed to get in their groove, courtesy of Kamani. And we're just a few points apart. That's all there is in the difference between these two teams. Okay. 16 seconds and 6 points separating them 10 seconds in. The clock is running out. Philippines stalling for time here. That's all they need, an interception. 3 seconds to go. We're waiting for the buzzer. Kamani tries.
Philippines 61, Laos 55.
But that is it. That is it. Philippines managed to edge this one out. 55-61, the final score here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. Laos doing so well in that first quarter to eke out the lead. Fumbled a little bit in the second and lost it. The Philippines gained a lot more confidence in that quarter. It was all Philippines in the third. Laos getting back into it in the fourth. But all smiles. You know why? Because they all love the game and that's what they're here for. The Filipinos look so ecstatic, happy with their performance in the end, despite picking up a lot of personal fouls. 2 players fouled out. But at the end of the day, the one stat that truly does matter is the one on the scoreboard, and that is 61 points to the Philippines, meaning that they win by 5 solid points. Not the biggest of margins that we've seen here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium, but it will work. The fans certainly soaking up the atmosphere here today. See lots of fans over the course of the day and lots of points being scored. There was Suksavan's attempt. The Laotian coach quite happy with their boys, especially with Kamani. Lagacion came on as second top scorer for the Philippines. Another effort there from Suksavan. He proved himself to be the second highest scorer for Laos. But we saw that the Philippines, after they had regrouped, managed to strategize a little bit better and learn how to lock down some of the Laotian players. And then with players like this man right here, Makabengil, top scorer for the Philippines. He set his team apart alongside Ramirez. Lagacion, the moment he came on after the substitution, he made a huge difference. And there you go. The stats tell it all, really. And if you're looking at field goals, the Philippines really did outdo themselves. Free throws, though, you've got to give it to Kamani. A 55% conversion rate alone, he had much more than that. At least closer to 70%. He was really the difference for Laos. If you're looking at points from turnovers, though, the Philippines really did have the pace to get down to the other end of the court. And a lot of those coming from Makabengil, who was really just waiting for them at the end. The Laotians leaving them unmarked, unfortunately. And that resulted in a lot of points being given away. So the final stat, 55-61 in favor of the Philippines in this Group B match. Once again, this is the wheelchair basketball 5-on-5 men's action from the Singapore Indoor Stadium here at the 8th ASEAN, Para Games.
Let's now welcome on the court Team Singapore and Team Myanmar.
There you go, Team Singapore, Team Myanmar. Team Singapore are what's going to draw the crowds in tonight. They're our next match. It's a Group A match now. It's going to be happening in a few short moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please draw your attention to the screens where we will now play the daily highlights for 7th December.
Summertime, no chills. Big family, small house, no room.